Thank you very much for coming today. I'm attorney Gloria Allred, and with me are our clients, Richard Corey, Matthew Dawson. Nicholas Petkus could not be with us today, and also my wonderful law partner, John West, sitting at the end of the table. Today we're here to announce that yesterday we filed a lawsuit in the Orange County Superior Court. We represent plaintiffs Richard Corey, Matthew Dawson, and Nicholas Petkus against California Department of Parks and Recreation, Kevin Pearsall, and Does 1 through 100. We filed this lawsuit because all of our clients were and are employees of the California Department of Parks and Recreation. The plaintiffs allege that they have learned that there was a hidden camera which recorded male state employees as they were changing into their uniforms in the employee locker room at Bolsa Chica State Beach. Their male supervisor, Kevin Pearsall, has been arrested and has been charged with, quote, 5 felony counts of eavesdropping and more than 24 misdemeanors of secretly filming and unlawful dissemination of private recordings, end quote. All 3 of our clients fear that they were secretly recorded by their supervisor while they were naked or semi-naked changing into their uniforms. Our complaint alleges sexual harassment in violation of the California Fair Employment and Housing Act, gender discrimination in violation of the California Fair Employment and Housing Act, and failure to prevent harassment and discrimination in violation of the California Fair Employment and Housing Act. Our complaint alleges that, quote, under the California Fair Employment and Housing Act, called FEHA, employers have an affirmative and a mandatory duty to take all reasonable steps necessary to prevent and promptly correct harassment and discrimination, thereby ensuring a workplace free of sexual harassment, end quote. Our lawsuit also alleges, quote, plaintiffs are informed and believe that Pearsall engaged in some related form of surreptitious recording in department facilities at Huntington State Beach, and that had the department acted reasonably, the recording at Bolsa State Beach, Chica, would have stopped or have been prevented by discovery and or an investigation of surreptitious recording at Huntington State Beach, end quote. The lawsuit further alleges that, quote, perhaps as far back as 2019 and on information and belief no later than approximately August of 2024, defendant Pearsall placed 1 or more concealed camera devices in the men's employee locking room, changing room area at Bolsa Chica. The plaintiffs are informed and believe, and based upon such information and belief, allege that Pearsall effectuated concealed recording via a device that appeared to be a USB memory stick, but contained a built-in camera that was hidden, and that the device captured audio and video recordings of male employees in states of undress and or engaged in bodily functions without the knowledge or consent of those employees. Quote, defendant Pearsall placed the concealed recording devices in the men's employee locker room, changing room at Bolsa Chica because he sought to record males who were undressed for purposes of his own sexual gratification. Plaintiffs are informed and believe, and based thereon allege that Pearsall transmitted photographs of nude and partially nude male employees captured by the device to at least 2 other individuals for the sexual gratification of those other individuals, end quote. Some of our clients, we allege in the lawsuit, quote, were not informed by Bolsa Chica or law enforcement officials that surreptitious recordings had been made in the men's employee locker room changing room at Bolsa Chica until on or about June 24th, 2026, end quote. We are seeking damages according to proof at trial. We believe that the California Department of Parks and Recreation had a duty to protect our clients from this extreme and outrageous secret filming of their genitals and other private body parts. Failure to comply with their legal responsibilities towards their employees has resulted in the harm that our clients are experiencing today. Men do not have to suffer in silence from the sexual harassment that is inflicted on them in the workplace by their employers or agents of their employers. We're very proud that they came forward today, and we expect that others will also be joining our lawsuit to fight back along with our current clients. In fact, we now have a fourth client as well who's not present today. We look forward to fighting for justice for these courageous employees, and we believe that their courage in coming forward to assert and to vindicate their rights to be free of sexual harassment will inspire others to also come forward to assert their rights. So we are all looking forward to our day in court. And now I'd like to present Matthew. I'll change seats with you, Matthew, so you can be here. Let's see. Okay. All right.
My name is Matthew Dawson. I lifeguarded with California State Parks at Bolsa Chica for a number of years, and now I'm a park aide. I started working with Kevin Pearsall in 2014 when I was a lifeguard. Our management sat us down for a meeting at work. They told us what Kevin did. It was like getting punched in the stomach. There were no words. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't process what was happening. When I was naked, changing into uniform in the locker room, I remember Kevin directing me to the back area. I never thought anything of it. It just seemed eccentric, and now I feel he was setting me up to undress on camera. I could feel my skin crawling. Later, I walked by the locker room and it suddenly seemed so tainted, like I didn't want to step foot in there. Not even for a second. My next thought to myself was, this is so wrong. After that, I didn't know how to move forward. After much thought, I decided I had to stand up and fight for my right, for my privacy, and for others. That's why I'm here today.
Thank you. Okay, 1 second. You could change. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. My name is Richard Corey. I've been employed with California State Parks as a senior park aid manager for over 5 years. And at that time, I have witnessed lifeguards, park aides, officers, maintenance crews, biologists, scientists, volunteers do incredible work, good work, life-saving work. What happened with Kevin Pearsall is the ultimate betrayal of trust. He not only was in one of the highest positions of California State Parks, but he was a sworn post-certified peace officer, a position of trust. And, you know, he's sworn not only to protect the public, but also us, his employees. He failed us. And with that failure, it hurts. It hurts a lot. A lot. I want to make something really clear. The employees I work beside are strong. They're good people, really, really good people. And they will overcome this in time. But we all deserve administrative leaders that put them and the public first, and that didn't happen. The saddest part about all of this, you guys, is it didn't need to happen. There were warning signs. And I still believe in a world, a culture that, where facts and truth matter. And the truth about Kevin Pearsall and this administrative failures, it's going to come to light. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? We're happy to answer them.
Could you just,
If there are questions on the Zoom, we're happy to answer them too.
could you just spell your clients' names, all four of them for us?
Yes, we're going to give you a copy,
Okay.
and it has the correct spelling on the name.
And were they all lifeguards or what?
No.
Okay. So what are the titles? Is that,
Okay, well, Matthew was a former lifeguard, and
Sure.
so this took place over a period of years. So it could have happened while he was a lifeguard. But at this point, would you say what your job title is?
Park aid.
okay.
Park
Yeah.
aide. And Richard?
Yeah, senior park aid manager. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions?
Do you know if these images were distributed anywhere online, like websites or things like that?
We're looking into that. At this point, we are told that there was a distribution to individuals. We don't know the extent of the circulation outside of that information that was provided to us.
I know this happened when you were a lifeguard. Did it happen when you were a lifeguard too?
I was not a lifeguard.
What position were you in like?
Senior park aid manager. Yeah.
Can you explain what that job does?
Sure. It's very clerical. A lot of handling the office management, the management of employees. It's kind of like the Swiss Army knife of the park. We are doing a lot of different things, like all throughout the park. Everything managerial and operational.
But at some point you were changing in your.
We all share that office. We all have to use those restrooms and change rooms. Yeah. So, and I work very close to that front desk where this all happens.
So in other words, you all use the locker room?
We have to use those locker rooms.
And do you
yeah.
use the locker room to change into
Yes.
your uniform?
Yes. They don't encourage us to be in uniform when we arrive. We look too much like police officers, so we have to change in there.
And then you change out of your uniform
Correct.
at the end of the day?
Correct.
And what about the men's restroom? Is that visible or from the locker room or?
It's all connected. It's all connected. It's one big room with urinals, toilets, showers, and the locker room. It's a big room, guys. Yeah, like big. So
And that's why we mentioned bodily functions in my statement as well, that they could be viewed potentially by a camera as they were taking care of their bodily functions.
You use the terms administrative failures. Will you elaborate on that? Are you saying that Pearsall's bosses knew about this? Or what do you mean
Well,
by that?
okay, John will answer that
Sure.
question.
We think that there was a duty to have certain practices in place that would have detected or prevented this. And we think that also there were signs that should have alerted higher ups to the possibility of this kind of activity going on. But there was no follow-up of any meaningful kind. Those are the administrative failures that we're presently aware of.
And I know, Gloria, you had mentioned years. Can you just go over the timeline for us? Are we talking about over a 10-year period? You believe he was doing this, a
Okay.
5-year period?
Do you want to say?
We're still looking into that. We're sort of on the outside looking in of certain information that law enforcement has. That will certainly be gathered during the course of our lawsuit.
What years are we?
The most distant year that we've heard about is 2019. We can't confirm that. We're going to look into it.
By the way, we have a great deal of experience working with the unlawful transmission and taking and distribution of sexual photos. Do you want to mention anything about Los Osos?
Sure.
Okay, so we have a big case, a large group we represent. Go ahead.
Gloria and I currently represent approximately 46 women who were in the locker room at Los Osos High School some of whom we know to have been recorded, all of whom fear recording, and we have a mechanism in place to detect whether our clients were in fact recorded. And that is in the form of a lawsuit that is progressing along very, very well for our clients.
And has been filed and litigated for a number of years.
Thank you, yes. It has been filed and has been pending for a number of years.
John, I think you said
Can you elaborate?
426, is that?
46.
Yeah, he meant 46, not 426. Okay, just to be clear. Thank you.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on the distribution, why you think that happened, where the videos went?
We're talking about this case now?
Yes, this case.
We're not really in a position to elaborate on that. It's information that we have come across, but we're very careful about saying what we know and saying what we hear.
Okay, so is it safe to say you don't know that for a fact?
We don't know that for a fact.
We do know what is alleged by law enforcement, so we'll have to just assume for purposes of discussion that they have evidence to support their allegations. But that, of course, will have to be viewed in a court of law. And of course, Mr. Pearsall has the legal right to be presumed innocent unless and until he is proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt in a court of law.
Can your clients speak to how this has personally affected them thus far?
Yeah, they're not going to be answering any questions today. It's too upsetting to them. And also, they have to leave to get to work right now, and they want to be on time. So they're going to have to leave right now. Oh, before they leave, you want to hold up the lawsuit. Okay. So this is the lawsuit. Why don't we stand up? And this, we couldn't get a case number because Orange County takes 3 to 4 weeks to give a case number, but we did file it yesterday. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is the lawsuit that we filed yesterday, and we will provide a copy to everyone.